Speaking of vaccines, have you ever gotten them in for HPS since we talked about that stuff?
No, I haven't. We didn't use protection. That was like kind of both of our fault, and I'll even take the credit for that one. I will apologize again for that. I should have been more like, okay, listen, we should do this, and it's just not an easy decision to make when you're both like naked. So, and I have to say, it is very flattering to me that you still want to talk to me, like after all the stuff and everything that goes on, and the STD put a damper on the whole thing. You didn't get weird with me. You were never like overly clingy, but my limit is so low that I just kind of I just back away, and then someone else shows me interest, and then I start thinking about that. It does hurt to go back and think about if I upset you or hurt you or anyone in general, because that was never my intent ever, but it just kind of happens that way. And part of it is the status thing of the being the streamer, and the worst part is I still don't feel that way. You know how fucking celebrity worship culture can be. You write a couple of good songs and then suddenly you have the answer to everything. It's been a slow process, but let's just say there's a lot of stuff that makes me not happy about myself, where, it seems perfectly fine, and it's perfectly consensual, and then it turns into a huge source of guilt. And so I just want to get past that in my life. I mean, the attraction, like I said, was definitely real. And, when I saw you at that first convention, that was, it was there immediately. But, I mean, the conversation about whether or not what we did was appropriate, I don't think is anybody's business except ours. The STD thing was so fucking stupid. I beat myself up about that because it's like, well, how? How did that happen? I don't know how that happened, and I feel that it was to a nice person that it happened to you. It's like, so that bothers me, but, there are things that I have regrets about, and I think about that make me upset, and in some ways, sex is a way to forget about it. But at the same time, it doesn't make it feel any better if someone you like pushes you away, or, hides a bit, and that's just who I am. Add to that you're a member of, the community, or you're watching my streams, and it just becomes more complicated. So, not good. I get it. I do. I'll be honest, don't take this the wrong way. I feel shame about the fact that I fucked fans. There's a great deal of shame that I have. Sometimes it keeps me up at night, and I'm not happy about myself. I want you to be aware that is not anything to do with you. On a personal level, it's the aspect of I could lose my career, or people view me a certain way. Ross views me a certain way. How would he view me if he knew? Even though he's fucked fans too.
Oh, spicy.
Dude, when he and Holly broke up, he went through a hard time. Danny, from the Game Grumps. But the point is, this is something that I think a lot of people do because it is, it's such a new medium. And, when a video game nerd who's not popular gets famous on the internet, that's not an easy thing. There's no rule book. I can promise you that never in a conversation casually with any other person has it randomly popped up. Oh, that person? Yeah, I fucked that person. Or oh yeah, no, we talk. That's the first way to fucking ruin your career, A. And B, I don't like people knowing my business. And C, when people do connect dots, or whenever there's some weird accusation, I don't sleep. I don't eat. I get really fucked up. So, yeah, that wouldn't come from me.
I mean, I know I'm not the only person you did stuff with. I know. I'm not dumb, but
Yeah.
I feel like it could be helpful for you to have a similar conversation just so you feel more at ease and less bad about it, you know?
May I ask with whom?
I know.
Well,
I know she would message me sometimes like, hey, has Vinny talked to you? Because he stopped talking to me. And I didn't really give her an answer. Just afraid of her messaging me again.
I mean, if he does, I guess you have the option of not responding, but, or you can just say we haven't spoke. You can just say, yeah, me and Vin don't really, he's a good dude. We've gone our separate ways. Whatever you think is best, I don't know. But, I plan on just kind of telling her that, listen, I'm trying to be in a different place, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be more, whatever you want me to be. I just think she's a very lonely, weird person that is going through tough times. She got a little bit of happiness because the favorite streamer dude that's good looking got in touch with her. I get how that can be a psychological thing because this is like pretty much what she told me. I get it. But, I can't have her, like, we talk once every 3 months maybe, but I just can't really have her digging into my life, and I really do not plan on hanging out with her or anything. I would prefer if she just kind of found a boyfriend or something and moved on. And the thing about that is, I'm a dumbass guy, and I made stupid decisions where I was at my lowest point. Many times, I would open up my email, and suddenly here's this girl who's interested in me, who has similar interests, and then suddenly here's a really nice picture. And I have a hard time with that because I couldn't refuse that for a while. That's why I'm getting my emails completely vetted because I'll be honest, and it sounds kind of lame, but I don't trust myself. So, yeah, I fucked around a little bit, but it's not really anyone's business. The only reason it's people's business is because, I'm more public online, and it just feels bad. Honestly, she doesn't deserve that information because when you have an interpersonal relationship with another human being, usually the best way to have that is to talk to them. So I guess your best bet maybe is just to say, we kind of just don't talk. We're just like,